Hi Taurus, this is Star with Ariana Stark. This is your forecast for October 2023. I will rely on Tarot and I'll also use some oracle cards. Taurus, please keep in mind that these are all random messages and they may not be in any particular order. So please take whatever resonates with your story and leave the rest. Let's just get down to your reading. The energy that you're carrying in from September into October 2023 is the Eight of Wands. Possibly, in these final days of September, you were very active. Maybe you were also traveling or commuting great distances. Perhaps, some of you had also benefited on account of communication. Maybe there were job opportunities. I think your social circle had also widened, but then there were also certain limitations. Maybe you had to live within certain boundaries. Obstacles to overcome this month or the challenges of the Hierophant card. This is in the challenge position, so definitely there are going to be moments of insight, but you also need to delve deeper. Maybe you're also going to get dreams. There could also be issues related to your past life that you need to address. This October is going to be a life-changing one. Maybe you will also realize that problems that you're encountering are all spiritual problems. Healing is definitely necessary for many Taurans this month. Sometimes you could also be a bit irritable. Maybe secrets are also coming out in the open, or someone is talking about your secret life publicly, and this is also going to unnerve you. Maybe you also have revenge on your mind. Professionally, I think Taurus, you need to promote your talents. Maybe your family members could also suggest a work idea, but then these are early days. I think while working also you need to focus. Maybe you have to review tasks. This could be your own or those done by your juniors. Influences for this month, I have the Page of Cups. Like I said, you could be a bit irritable on account of situations that are around you, but then the need of the hour is to retreat from certain situations. Maybe it would be prudent to hold your tongue. Sometimes, we have the best interest of the other person, but then you should realize that maybe in future this person could turn out to be a competitor for you. There could also be unnecessary change of plans. Maybe your boss is very whimsical. That is why you have to be ready for such eventualities. I think you will also be socializing. Guests could come in. That is why you may not have time to do your work. You also need to be careful. Maybe a question of principle could also arise. Some of you could be cornered on account of things you had done, and you have to wriggle yourself out of such situations. Even your loved ones, they could question your moves. They may expect more from you. Maybe they expect you to contribute towards the family purse. You're someone who doesn't like to blow your own trumpet, but then now and then it would be necessary for you to outline what you have done. The first 10 days of October have the Five of Wands. This is a 5, so definitely you have to adapt to the changes. You can expect changes in your schedule. You have to act as per the situation, as there is no way out. Maybe you're also going to be the center of attention. You're definitely going to make good progress. I think you also need to run errands for your family. Like I said, your family could be very demanding. They expect you to contribute. They may also think that you're always someone who needs to be reminded to do tasks. Perhaps, you shouldn't give them reason to complain. You should oblige them. Other than that, I think your mind is very active. You're going to get ideas, so you need to act on them quickly. Praise for your work is also likely. Many Taurans, I think this is a time when you will complete pending tasks. Maybe communication is increasing. You have to network, or you have to reply to clients and their queries. Your acquaintances could also introduce you to clients, so you should make the most of the opportunities that come your way. I think the health of a loved one could also be a concern this month for many Taurans. Maybe you also have to be the caregiver, so you need to be patient. The next 10 days, that is 11th to 20th October, I have the Two of Wands. Again, this is a Wands energy, so you're going to be very creative. Maybe there is also going to be momentary tension, but you can expect some respite later on. I think now and then you will also be wondering about your job prospects. You may desire better pay. That is why you're going to have discussions on the same with your mother. Maybe you also want to quit. You want to set sail for greener pastures. You want to look for better prospects elsewhere. But payment will come in. So this is something which is going to motivate you to stay focused on the job at hand. Even if you're going for an interview, I think you should be more polite. Sometimes we can come across as being someone who is overconfident, and this may not go down well, or this could even ruin our chances. Your family members are also going to promote your work. You can also expect financial benefits from your loved ones. Other than that, I also believe that this is a time when you will be socializing, or you're going to go shopping. Maybe there are also going to be surprises or reunions. Perhaps, some Taurans, you're also going to declutter or clear up your living space. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 31st October, I have the Sun card. You need to stay optimistic, you need to stay motivated. You're going to be someone who is going to blow hot and cold, because the Sun's energy can make you very temperamental. Maybe you should soak up the Sun's energy, go outdoors. Your concern is definitely going to be the home, your family, your loved ones. But irritability could also lead to disagreements with loved ones. Sometimes, you can also feel as though you're sacrificing yourself. Maybe you're being saddled with excess work. Maybe you also need to switch responsibilities to make the other person realize your contribution towards the workplace. Other than that, I think, Taurans, you also crave newness at this time. Feedback can also be expected. There are going to be delays, but you have to handle them. Maybe you're also thinking about the long-term future. Maybe some of you are also thinking about your property or the home. I think while dealing with clients also, you should be patient. Sometimes, you may have a thing or two to say to a client who doesn't pay up, but this could also mean that you're going to burn bridges. So in the long run, it may not be beneficial, but sometimes it's also necessary, Taurans, to put our foot down, to not let others walk all over us. Perhaps this month, Taurans, you should take it step by step. Slow and steady wins the race. You should take it one thing at a time. I also have this card, Grizzly Bear, which talks about power. I did talk about you taking it step by step. You do have the inner strength to get ahead. You do have the resolve. You can be volatile, you can be destructive, but then you also have the power to succeed. Maybe the Sun's power should be used in a positive way this month. With respect to your love life, I have this card, Living in a Fool's Paradise. I think, Taurans, you should be more practical about your connection. Maybe you're also going to wonder whether this person you have on your mind is a player, or whether he is being upfront about his feelings. You do have your fair share of admirers with that Five of Wands right there. Maybe you're also thinking about settling down with this card, Hierophant. I think your family could also frown upon your connection, or the fact that you fancy someone whom they disapprove of. Maybe you should be more pragmatic about this connection. You do believe it's a twin flame connection. Maybe some of you are in an on-again, off-again relationship where one person is very persuasive while the other person just falls on account of the intensity of this twin flame connection. So you have to understand that it is seeming like a cat and mouse chase before things fall in place, or before this person realizes that this relationship is soul deep. I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. This could be true that sometimes your partner could be busy on account of work, or even you could be busy. That is why you need to find time for yourself. Maybe the focus is going to be on work, or the focus is going to be on the family. That is why you want to move away for a while. Maybe that is why you're feeling a bit withdrawn with that Page of Cups right here. Nevertheless, I think many of you do want to settle down. Like I said, the Hierophant as well as the Sun card talks about the same. I think some of you are also dealing with a very temperamental partner. Maybe you should also bury differences. Maybe this person is also very irritable. The health of a loved one could also be something which could concern your relationship this month. The last card in this reading is Ivy, which talks about clinging. I think you shouldn't cling to the person. Maybe you should also give them the space they need, but you are going to be dependent on this person. You do rely on him or her for support. Taurans, keep that in mind that you are someone who has deep inner knowing, who has the strength. You should just focus on yourself. You should focus on following your intuition, and you shouldn't give up. Realize that you have immense inner ability to withstand it all this month. I hope Taurans you liked your reading. This is Ciao with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.